This is our 26th. How many are here for the first time? Oh, wow. That's good. Welcome. We're expecting a great week for you. We've got a lot of surprises, a lot of prizes, a lot of functions for you to do. And as you can see behind you, we have 180 degrees of southern exposure that right down to the horizon. I had a fellow friend of ours, Brian White, one time took a time exposure from the berm of his telescope, and along the horizon there was a little greenish glow, and we didn't know what it was. And then we finally figured out he actually got on the photograph the lights of Havana, Cuba. They were shining there. You first-timers who's never been down this far south are in for a treat, because from here you can see objects that you can't see anywhere else in the contiguous United States. You're going to see Eta Carina, of course, and our namesake, the Southern Cross, Centaurus A, the radio galaxy. So you got some really, really neat things to do. If you have small children, for their safety, watch out for them during observing times, especially during the daytime. The tides here go out pretty good bit, and the coral gets slippery, and we don't want any of the kids to get hurt, so watch where they're. Also, how many of you got children with them? Nobody's got children? Oh. Well, if you have children, make sure you see Marianne Feller or Claire Offerman. You can contact them through the registration desk. We have what we call the Yackers, the Young Astronomers Club. And we've got some great projects for the youngsters to do, as well as some special prizes set aside for them. So I want to make sure that we get the kids to participate. This is for everybody. It's not just for the grown-ups. Also, if you bring children to the Winter Star Party, you might want to check with Marianne about getting your child an excused absence from school, because attending this can be attributed to being an educational and science function. They might get credit for it. As most of you know about the rules and regulations at this Star Party, but however, mind, the rules are made to provide you with the best Star Party experience possible. That's why we have the rules. This is an observer Star Party, and as such, we have very strict rules on white lights after dark. If you're in an RV or tent, please make sure you have rigged it for red light. Make sure your cars, if you have to go into the car for anything, that when you turn it on or enter the car, you don't turn on bright lights. White light rule is one of the nice features of this Star Party, so don't ruin it for others. Even bright red lights are a bother. Remember, some of the astrophotographers are still using film. And film is sensitive to red light. We're currently in the backyard of Lisa and Malcolm Yapel, who are the site managers here. You can see how the place was when you arrived. It's nice and clean, the yard all mowed. It's their backyard. When we leave, we want to make it cleaner than when we got here. Also, it is my understanding that we are recycling now, so there's a recycle bin by the registration booth that you can recycle. And because we're on Girl Scout property, there are rules: no guns, alcohol, or drugs allowed. Now, I know it's going to bother the hell out of a lot of you from Miami, but also, flip-flops in the shower. They pick up sand and dirt and clog up the septic system. Not something you want to have to wait for the plumber to clear. We've had problems before on the septic system with the uses of 600 people, and we do the best we can. So we just want to make sure that the only thing that goes into the toilets are your waste and toilet paper. Don't put any paper towels or sanitary napkins or any such thing like that, because it just clog it up and really make a mess of things. Also, Wednesday's snowball fight's been canceled. Tim, where's Tim? Tim's sitting back there. Tim has done a marvelous job. He took over as the director of the Winter Star Party for me, and has done nothing but a phenomenal job. He's had to come back and down, up and down the highway from Miami to solve all sorts of problems, from hurricanes and last-minute changes that he didn't know whether they're going to work or not. We have a lot of staff people. Some of them will be wearing a little green vest, or not. They'll have a badge on their side that says staff. We're your hosts. We're not here to police you or tell you what to do and what you can't do, unless it affects, somebody else. These people are here to help you to make this your stay at the Winter Star Party a memorable one. We want you to have a good memory when you leave. We want you to want to come back. They worked very hard all year. Make sure when you arrive that you check in, get set up. Make sure you get your registration in, get your door prize tickets in. We ask you to fold them so that they don't get stuck to the bottom of the drum. If you leave the card flat, sometimes it'll stick and your name might not get drawn. We don't want that. We have lecture plans. Everybody's got the book. A little booklet should have gotten it. Unfortunately, we had two of our speakers because of the launch. Russ Romanella, who is the director of the payload for the shuttle missions, got stuck with the launch yesterday, or this morning, I guess it was. It finally went off. So they couldn't make it down. So our speaker schedule got changed around a little bit. There's an addendum sheet in your program that will take care of that and give you the changes. The lectures are held in the wheelhouse, which is down here to my left, upstairs. Speed limit, good point. Speed limit on site is less than 5 miles an hour. Trust me when you see posted speed signs out on the street on the highway, in Monroe County, they don't give you that 5 miles over the speed limit leeway. I know. And the tickets are expensive as hell. And if you want to keep it off your record, you got to go to driving school and you pay for that. They don't. I got a ticket for going over 25 miles an hour. Not 25 miles an hour over the speed limit. I'm not that bad, but I was doing maybe 30, maybe 5, maybe 10 miles over the speed limit. Got a ticket. Cost me $287 and I had to go to school for 4 hours. Don't do it. We want to keep Florida green, but not with your money. Vehicular traffic up and down the roadway here, we want to be real slow, and that goes for bicycles, motorcycles, or cars, trucks, whatever we put up and down here, because people tend to walk out from behind the telescopes or walk across the street not thinking that it's a roadway, and we don't want anybody to get hurt. I'd also like, due to the circumstances of the camping areas, that any guests that are staying off site, that are not actually camping on site during the daytime, if they would park outside, it would alleviate some of the problem. We'd appreciate it. You could help out a little bit by doing that for us. And I'll close the opening remarks to settle rumor control. It's been reported to me that rumors out there that this is the last Winter Star Party. I founded this party, and if it was the last one, I'd be sure to know about it, and I don't know about it, so it ain't happening. We're going to continue on as far as I know. There's no rumors. Rumors are just rumors. So with that, Tim, did you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, Tippy, we got to interrupt you for a minute. Because Tim said I have to stop you, and while I'm more scared of you, he's faster than you, so.
Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing today? Good. Well, I'm here because I want to, on behalf of the WSP staff, we want to present a special token of our appreciation for your guidance, your insight, and your helping us in putting out fires, okay? And and we want you to help us continue this great tradition that we have going on here, and we cannot thank you enough. So we have a little plaque of the Valley of the Dobbs. Really, these are like 50-inch steps if you look at the size of the
real big lab.
Yes, and this was made by Barry Chris Miniatures. He's here for the next couple of days, right, Charlie? Go by, see the vendors, go by, see Barry and everybody else, and have a great time here. And don't forget to see the lectures. So, I believe you have a, let me take that for you.
Please, give it to Patty or something.
Okay, and now you're going to give your presentation.
Thank you. You guys are too much. I created the Valley of the Dobbs many years ago when we first came down here the first time. I set my 18-inch scope up right behind this podium, and we named it the Valley of the Dobbs. I was so thrilled with that, I even made up some signs. Not signs, but T-shirts that I made up 100 of them, and I gave them to 100 of my friends. Surprised you to think that I had 100 friends, doesn't it? And it said, I have been to the Valley of the Dobbs, and I fear no evil. That was quite a surprise, and normally it's kind of hard to catch me at a loss for words. But they did it to me again. The talk that I wanted to do today is a little different. I don't have a PowerPoint presentation as usual. I don't have